Hey guys, what's up? It's Molly. Today we're going to be doing, I think I'm going to call this a would I repurchase. So I've got 10 palettes in front of me, just randomly pulled them from my collection. And I'm going to share my thoughts on the palettes and let you guys know if they were to release today with the collection that I have or my current makeup tastes, would I repurchase them? So maybe not with the collection that I have because that's kind of pointless because they're in my collection. I hope I'm making sense. Let's just get started, shall we? Okay, first up, I feel like, I might need to do some shuffling here because otherwise it's all gonna be like, anyway. I want it to stagger yes and no, like a little. Anyway, first up is Sinful Echoes. This is, I have not heard a whole lot from this brand recently. I don't know if they're still a thing, but this is the palette. Absolutely beautiful. These pan sizes are fairly large. Like, here's my fingers next to them. I don't know if that's helpful. The shimmers are really pretty. Essentially, so you've got 8 mattes, 4 shimmers. I like that balance. I think that's really nice. They have it set up in a really comprehensive way. Here each row is a look. You can also like mix and match and dig your fingers in them. That's great. The mattes are some of the mattes are a little bit dry, a little bit like super pigmented, dry. Do you know what I mean? Where like they're almost slightly hard to blend out. It just takes a little bit of patience and a little extra work, but you are left with from what I remember, a really beautiful look. And the shimmers are beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. Like this shade here, Give Me Glow has a shade like that, I think called Christmas Morning. Really pretty, really pretty, really pretty. So would I repurchase? I'm leaning towards yes. It's an indie brand. I love supporting indie brands. And because it's such a comprehensive palette and like there's a lot that you can do with it. You can mix the yellow and the green and you know what I mean? Like you can just do so much that yeah, I'm leaning towards yes. I would absolutely repurchase this. In fact, I kind of forgot that I had this and pulling it out today, I was like, oh, well, hello there. I should use you. Okay, next up is the Glamlight and Scooby-Doo Rutro Raggy 10 Shadow Palette. I decluttered this and pulled it back. Would I repurchase this? No, I wouldn't. The reason is because I've gotten such little use out of it. And that feels kind of like a cop-out because I've gotten very little use out of this as well. But I like this one better, so I would repurchase. This one, I don't know, man. I struggle to use it. I really love these purple shades, but I have these shades in other palettes. I have a Cleona single that's very similar. I also really love this Cobalt. So like, I don't think I dislike this in the sense that I want to declutter it, but if I could go back in time and like talk to myself and be like, girl, you don't really need that one and you're probably not going to use it very much, I would not buy it. So that's that. Okay, next up, I feel like there's a lot of no's. Maybe there's not, I don't know. Next up is the Stone and Rock palette from Odin's Eye. I don't remember what collection this was. It had a name, but I don't remember. I don't know. I was really excited about this when it came out. And like when I first opened it today, I was like, yes. But there's some shades in here that are very similar to the Undergrowth palette that I just bought. And I think like if this was to release today and I had just received the Undergrowth palette, there's no way I would purchase this. Like I don't like the formula as well as I like the Cosmic Brushes formula. And I know that like people might hate me for saying that. But it's the truth. Like the mattes in here are really good, but the shimmers are not created equal. And that bums me out. So I'm not saying I would get rid of this right now, but if if it relaunched, or if it launched now, I would not repurchase. Okay, next up is this ColourPop 1111 palette. I heard that they were relaunching this. In fact, they are relaunching this. They're relaunching, it's called 1111, looks nothing like this. I like this palette. I think it's a nice little neutral palette. I have used it very little though, and I have so many neutrals that I almost didn't purchase this. I think I purchased it because it was on sale. Oh God, that's a glitter. This shade here, Reflect. If that swatched well, I think my answer would have been different, but it's pretty chunky and pretty glittery, and I just don't know that I don't know. Well, shoot, when you brush the glitter off, it's really pretty. Maybe with the glitter glue. I'm torn on this one. I am. Oh, that's gorgeous. This shade here. That's really pretty. That would be a beautiful one and done look. Okay. Wait, I'm not, here I am like thinking that this is a declutter. It's not. It's a would I repurchase? Yes. I surprised myself with that. That one I just had to go with my gut. Like my gut is saying yes. Okay, this one, Glam Light Chocolate Martini. Here is what the inside looks like. No, I would not. I thought that I was going to love this, and it's fine, but I would not repurchase. Next up, we've got, I feel like I need to give more of an explanation. There's nothing wrong with this palette. It's really pretty. But honestly, like, I think what turns me off is these golds up here. I just don't really use them. And the other shades, like this one and this one, they're too deep. And then this one is not something I use very often. So as a result, the shimmers that I use are this one and like this one. This one maybe, but generally they aren't shimmers that I'm getting a lot of use out of. And then it's just some random like everyday mattes that I already own. So no, I would not repurchase. That's why, because the shimmers, man, kind of a bummer. Okay, next up is the ColourPop Tinkerbell Sprinkle a Little Magic palette. I thought this was such a cute little release. And would I repurchase? I don't know. Like, it's got a lot of green, and there was a time when I was really into green eyeshadow, and I know I'm wearing green right now. But like these bright greens, I don't know. I'm into grungy greens, not super into bright greens. This gold is really pretty. That's a gold that I would use. It's more of a neutral gold, or like a cool gold. Oh no. But I don't know. I think this is possibly a no. I think it's a no. I like it. I have a hard time decluttering it, but I think if it came out now, I would be honest with myself and just be like, no. Okay, this Nomad Cosmetics palette. This is the Poranisha Paradise. I don't know. Paradise Islands. Good Lord. Sorry, on the cover, it's a different language. On the back, it's Paradise Islands. Here's what it looks like. No, I would not repurchase. I've gotten very little use out of this. This is a color story that I just am not really drawn to. I think I purchased it because that was in my makeup goblin era, and I had a very hard time saying no to myself, and it was on sale. So if anything was on sale, I was gonna buy it. So yeah, not really into it. Okay, next up is this Natasha Denona My Dream palette. I have never used this. Have I ever used this? I don't believe so. I don't see any brush marks. I see finger marks from swatching. I haven't used it. And this came out a long time ago. So would I use this? Or would I buy this now? No. It is so much easier. I can't speak. It is so much easier for me to say no to Natasha Denona palettes now than it used to be. I was really pulled in by the bronze palette, like her early midi-size palettes. loved them. This one, I didn't buy it right away. It took me a while to get there. And then when I did get there, now I'm like, maybe not. Actually, you know what? I think I did use this. I take it back. I have used it like maybe once, maybe twice. There's some really pretty shades in here. And I think for a fall palette, it's kind of nice. And I'm happy that I have it. Okay, hold on. I'm talking myself out of what I just said. Yes. Yes, I would probably repurchase. I don't know why. You would think I would get more use out of it. But anyway, okay, next. The Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. This thing is massive. Absolutely not. I would not repurchase. There's some beautiful shades, but man, I really wish that they would just like keep all these shades and have small pan sizes and a smaller, more condensed palette for like a fraction of the cost. And it's not even expensive. It's like basically drugstore prices. Something happened. It's all messed up. Anyway, I've done some really pretty looks. I've done some not so pretty looks. It's a great fall palette, but it's huge. It's just so big and bulky, and I'm not loving that. Okay, and finally we've got the ABH Sultry palette. Yes, absolutely, 100%. I would repurchase. If all of her palettes were this good, I would buy all of them. But she doesn't seem to have a consistent formula, and as a result, I don't. But man, these shimmers, fantastic. And this silver here, this Cyborg shade, this is the best silver I've ever used. It's so freaking pretty, and it's more of like a kind of a lavender sort. It's like a lavender shimmer. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes. I want to pan it, but I also don't because you can't buy it. So it's a conundrum. Anyway, that is it. That's it for this video. I've got 6 palettes I would not repurchase and 4 that I would. And this ColourPop 1111 one, like honestly, it's a maybe. Like, I don't know. That one's a maybe, and the Odin's Eye is a maybe. Like, either of those could go either way. I'm just leaning towards no with this one. Oh, now I could sit here all day and waffle, and I'm not going to do that. These are my decisions. It doesn't affect a damn thing. I don't have to get rid of them. I am literally just processing through. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.